One man. Classic boat. 1,200 nautical miles. 3 pot noodles. A buttload of jammy dodgers and a teddy bear. Let's get the fuck out of here. And so to the skipper's briefing. Alright.
Have you sent one to
Yeah, I'll do another one, it's not a problem.
Okay.
You've done it this card? I have done it, yeah, I've sent it off to Roger.
If you wouldn't mind, I mean...
Skipper's briefing for the Jester Azores Challenge 2021. Never a finer band of men. We all brought a cups of tea. That was the hardest part. It's 4 o'clock, so we've been underway from the start line, I suppose, 4 hours. Following wind, not really windy, but a following wind is always a bit of a pain in the arse for a sailor because you're not on one tack or the other, so the sails flop all over the place. So this is what I've got rigged at the moment. That's my storm jib and the Genoa, and between them they're keeping me pressing along at well, more than 5 knots. We're doing well, we're doing really well. It's really rolly out here, and even I am starting to feel a little bit green, if I'm honest. And that is one of the things you get with the following wind and big swells like this. So we'll see. Anyway, the wind vane's doing beautifully. I've made it easy work for it by making the head sails like that. Yeah, I think before it gets dark, I will rig the trysail and just maybe lash it to the boom or something, lash it down somewhere, just in case I need it. But I don't think I will, you know. It's going to get windier later, but we're not talking about gale force 8, we're talking about maybe 6, maybe. Watching the rolly waves roll by and keeping an eye on our course. And I realised I'm hungry and I'm starting to feel very cold. Let's jump on that one straight away. I'm going to dig out my thermals. I'm just boiling a couple of eggs. That wind vane is coping spectacularly well. I haven't had to touch anything and it has held course. Let me show you what I mean. Look at that. I think that's pretty impressive. What distance is that there? So from that was a course change, quite deliberate. That's 11 miles. You can see that's a pretty straight track there. Nice. Alright, so we're doing well actually. We're on course and we're making good time. I'm going to boil some eggs. I might try and get a 20 minute sneaky nap then. So, the AIS alarm has just gone off while I was having a doze, typically. And it's that vessel there, called Kibaz, and it says closest point of approach is 0.4 nautical miles, and that'll happen in 13 minutes and 20 seconds. There it goes again, look. Can't miss that, can you? Brilliant. Okay. I'm going to get my binoculars. I've already seen him anyway. See if I can get out here. Alright, just going to keep. Of course, half a mile is acceptable, but as a sailing vessel under sail, strictly speaking, I'm the stand-on vessel, but you don't argue with container ships. What do you do? One mile away in the end. Are we there yet? So we're actually generally making pretty good speed. That was last night. It was just atrocious. It was really hard. I am officially in international waters now. I keep correcting to try and get the boat to come to port of it, but it's just not having it. It's not easy with the following wind, you know. It's not like the boat is pressed in any direction except forward. It just kind of vaguely goes downwind. Although the wind vane is coping admirably with it. It's just me. Operator error. Alright, too early for lunch really, but I've got to eat, I'm starving. So I'm going to make lunch, and I've decided to go with big lunch, small dinner, because I feel better about it when it's daylight. So yeah. It's pressure cooker chicken curry today. Let's see if I can dig out coconut curry things, which are just lovely, they're really, really nice. And I reckon that if I put one of these in the pressure cooker with chicken, just for a short time, that's going to make a delicious, delicious curry. You alright? Okay, lunch is on. Going very fast. We're off course again, god damn it. Very hard to keep it all. I think the wind is a little bit fickle. It's mine. I'm blaming the wind, that's what I'm doing. Morning. It's a beautiful morning here in the Bay of Biscay. Not in it really, the mouth of the Bay of Biscay. It's very light winds though. Note to self, I must sort out a decent downwinding rig. The thing is that for the Jester Azores challenge, what you expect is to be beating to windward for 2 weeks. You expect it to be hard work, you know. So typically, what I get is the wind behind me, and light winds at that. So I'm just having a little think now and trying to decide what to do. So overnight, in the past few days, I've had the trysail on the boom, mainly to try and counter the rolling of the boat a little bit. And I've had my genoa fully unfurled, and we've been going great like that, fast, you know. I think the average speed for the past couple of days is 6 point something knots. Average, very good going. We're not quite downwind, so I can't go wing on wing with a mainsail. It just wouldn't work, you know, it would be difficult. The wind would keep backing the sail, it would be difficult. I could get my spare headsail and try and hoist that, but without a pole to pole them out. You know, I could pole one out with the boom, kind of. It wouldn't be good. It might work. But again, I'm not quite before the wind enough to do that. So I'm just having a little think now of what to do. How can I set this up? It's one of those times when a spinnaker would probably come in handy, but the thing is they're a bit of a handful, spinnakers, and I don't think I would try it on my own on the boat anyway. So yeah, got to have a think. Quite rolly. Down my sea legs though, I'm okay now. Tired, not really getting any sleep. Might go and try again in a minute, nothing about. You know, this is typical for me. I probably should have seen this coming. I come ready to beat to windward in, you know, substantial winds. I'm ready to deal with anything in terms of storms. And what I'm faced with is barely enough wind to make the flag fly, you know. So instead I've got to listen to the bloody sails flogging all day long. It's just depressing. There's nothing I can do about it. I've got to have some sail up, otherwise I won't move. So I've tried the best I can to arrest them. I'm going to sail inland a little bit, I think. A bit of a change of course. I'm going to head due south, because I think what's happened here is I've moved out far enough to just be on the edge of, well, what is effectively the Azores high, so it's too calm here. Yeah, I'm going to try that. There should be more wind than this here. I'm going to see if I can get some synoptic charts. Tuning in's no problem, but the schedule they publish, it seems, they rarely stick to. We'll see. That might be a schedule going through now. We'll see. I caught it halfway through. It's the next broadcast really that'll give me some information. I feel like a teacup on a giant saucer. No land and not a single other ship. Incredible. I am alone. That's amazing. I can hear the whales talking. I mean, there must be, there's more over there, look, there must be 50. What are they? They've got like much stumpier noses than dolphins, they're much bigger than dolphins, and they're all black. And they've got that classic whale looking front fins, you know? Have a good look at one. God, look at them, they're everywhere. And they're not shy of the boat. They keep coming up to the boat, just touching it with their tail. Only touching it, or nudging it with the side of their bodies, you know. It's a big heavy body, but it's not aggressive is what I'm saying, or at least it doesn't seem it. Jesus, it's just incredible. Look at them all. And they're still coming in from over there. What are they? I should know. I should know. Wow. Amazing. Phenomenal!